Hey there, welcome to Life Noggin. Have you ever wondered why vultures always eat their prey? Well, today we're going to find out why vultures are nature's cleanup crew. For starters, vultures are scavengers, meaning that they primarily eat dead animals. These animals could be mammals, birds, or reptiles, but it's most common for vultures to eat mammals like deer, elk, and even whales. Of course, that's not all they eat, but it makes up a majority of their diet, because vultures usually only eat meat that has already been dead for some time. This makes them nature's cleanup crew because they are cleaning up the land by eating the dead animals that could otherwise be a source of disease. Vultures also help control the spread of diseases by eating infected animals. This helps prevent the diseases from spreading to other animals and humans. One example of this is the highly pathogenic H5N1 strain of bird flu. When a vulture eats an infected animal, it helps prevent the spread of the disease to other birds. In addition to consuming the dead animal, vultures also eat the insides of the animal. They will go through the stomach contents and intestines to make sure every bit of edible meat is consumed. This again prevents the spread of disease and helps clean up the land. When a vulture eats its kill, it might not fully consume the carcass though. Sometimes vultures will cache or hide their food for later. This is especially true when there's enough food for days or even weeks. This means that vultures can go days without needing to find new food, which is good news for the vulture and bad news for any small animals living near the cached food. Rodents and insects often fall victim to the vulture's hidden stash. Some vultures will even steal food from other vultures, so nothing is safe. In some cases, a vulture will take the bones from the carcass and drop them from a height to make the meat inside the bones more accessible. They know that breaking the bones will allow them to access the nutritious bone marrow inside, but some vultures will drop the bones only to find a hyena or some other scavenger has beat them to the punch and eaten the marrow. Even though they are considered unclean animals by many people, vultures play an important role in our ecosystem. They help us in ways we don't even realize. For example, vultures are a good indicator of environmental health because they are scavengers. They are often exposed to high levels of toxins in the environment. This makes them a good indicator of how polluted or contaminated the environment is. By monitoring vulture populations, scientists can get a good idea of how healthy an ecosystem is. They're also a good indicator of how healthy an ecosystem's prey species are. When a vulture is exposed to large amounts of toxins, it can lead to a condition called poisoning. This can happen when vultures eat animals that have been exposed to pesticides or other toxins. When vultures become poisoned, they often die. This can have a negative impact on the ecosystem because vultures are an important part of the food chain. When they die, it can lead to an increase in the number of scavengers, which can cause problems for the ecosystem. Scientists use vulture poisoning as a way to monitor the health of ecosystems around the world. Unfortunately, vultures are endangered in many parts of the world due to habitat loss, poisoning, and hunting. This is a problem because vultures are an important part of the ecosystem. Without them, our environment would be much different than it is today. So next time you see a vulture, remember that it's just doing its job, cleaning up the mess so that we can all live a little more cleanly. So do you think you'll start seeing vultures in a new light after this video? Let me know in the comments below. As always, it's me. This has been Life Noggin. Don't forget to keep on thinking.